You know, through this market condition, there are people that say, well, my market hasn't changed that much. Real estate investors, note investors. There's other people that say, oh my gosh, my market has changed a lot. Geographics and where you live in the country has a lot to do with that. Some parts of the country have been significantly affected both by sickness and specifically by business interruption. Some parts of the country haven't been as much. Small towns don't seem to be near as affected as obviously the big cities. I live here in Dallas-Fort Worth, 8 million people. And certainly we haven't been negatively affected like New York City. God bless those guys. But mentally, people have been affected everywhere. Mentally, people have been affected everywhere. When I look at my business history over the past 40 years in the business, two things happened in bad markets: black swan events, real estate debacles, financial debacles in the industry, all of those things. Two things happened. First of all, people were negatively affected and they were willing to do things and make deals with me they were never willing to make before. And that market condition exists right now. Secondly, my net worth changed to the good in bad economic cycles, way better than it ever did in great economic cycles. Let me say that again. I gained financially in my net worth way more of a jump in bad economic cycles than I ever did in great economic cycles. Now, I'm not saying great economic cycles have been bad to me. I'm just saying black swan events have been better to me. So I believe it's because I'm in creative financing. I believe it's that I'm in a unique industry. I bought distressed notes. I bought distressed properties. I've created distressed terms when buying notes and properties. A lot of times when I do any kind of a training, whether it's a webinar or somebody comes and does a class with us, or it's a coaching situation, and on a pretty regular basis, let's just say weekly, we'll come up with some structure that's not quite something that we've ever done before. First of all, I love it and I have a passion for it. And I sit up at night thinking about the next way to structure a deal. And secondly, I'm really experienced, right? I've been doing this process now for many years, so it's easier for my mind to go there. More truth be told, I don't have to be as smart as that smart. I just have to know that I had a lot of history. I had a lot of background. But you know, when I learned how to structure the craziest terms, you know, I learned to go, like, as I like to say, buy a deal with monopoly money, meaning it's almost not real money. I learned to do it in the bad times. It was 1986 when the banking debacle crashed and there wasn't any banking money out there, that I learned to structure crazy terms with private investors and crazy terms. I learned to buy seller finance notes at a discount, getting the seller who was collecting payments on the note to finance me buying it. What? I got the seller who owned a seller finance note to seller finance me to buy his note at a discount. Yeah. I call it an installment purchase. You see, there's just all kind of opportunities that people, customers, your customers, the people you're trying to do a deal with, there's all kind of things that they're going to open up a willingness to listen today that they may not have been willing to do 6 months ago. Now, this is a mindset, and this is why I talk about it. You have to believe what you can believe and know you can do what you can do. If you're stuck thinking exactly like oh my God, everybody's going to be broke. Everybody's going to be, if you're in that mindset, you can't get your head up and look around for the opportunities. Yes, we'll all totally agree. There's been some significantly bad, unfortunate things that have happened to people as a result of this Black Swan pandemic event. No question about it. But in the middle of this also becomes terrific opportunity. And that is what I love to help people do. I love to do it. I've been doing it for a long time in different ways. I feel like I'm prepared for this party. I've been training for it for 40 years. And I will tell you right now that I'm excited as I keep hearing from you guys of bringing situations and let's figuring out how to carve it up and make an opportunity with it. Hope this helps. See you soon.